Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, and a reader sent me a link to a TMZ article because I don't go to TMZ myself, so they sent me a link and said, what do I think about this? And basically the story is that a bunch of different press organizations are upset that Ariana Grande has a specific contract for photographing her during her new tour. So I'm going to read it for you from TMZ. It says several major news outlets, including the AP, New York Times, LA Times, and 12 others, have joined the National Press Photographers Association, NPPA, in protesting Ariana Grande's photo policy on her current Sweetener World Tour. Right, so this is what it says. The NPPA claims the tour contract she's making them sign to cover her concerts requires photographers to hand over all rights to their photos to her company, and they're only allowed to take still shots from a designated area during the first 3 songs. You know what I have to say about that? Wah, a designated area for 3 songs. It's pretty nice that she's giving them 3 songs to photograph, because I remember when I shot Beyonce that she only gave 30 seconds at Made in America. Now, Steven says that he was able to photograph Ariana Grande at a past show, but only from a specific location for not 3 songs. So he got even less on a different tour. Now, I don't fully agree with the you're handing over the rights thing, and this is what it also says. If the photographer wants to use the pics, they have to get written approval from Grande, and even then, they can only use each photo once as part of a news story, which is kind of normal in certain situations. Another case in point was Steven was photographing the Killers, and he got to sit down with Brandon Flowers to select the photos that they wanted to use, that he approved. That was cool. I think that was pretty cool because he approved them right there and was like, you can use these. The 16 media outlets believe this is a massive overreach and flies in the face of journalistic principles, and the NPPA president is urging members to refuse to sign Ariana's photography agreement. No word yet if the singer will change her tune. You know what I say to that? Fine, don't sign her contract. If you don't agree with what she's putting out there, then don't do it. The point is that she doesn't even need the press like this anymore. What she's probably capable of doing is having her own tour photographers who can supply better images than what their people are going to take from the designated area, which is generally at a soundboard or not in a great spot, and they're not going to get the best shots. She can supply even better shots. Now, to the thing about her approving it. Okay, so she has to approve it if you sign it. I remember interviewing Bob Gurin, who worked with John Lennon and so many people in the 60s and 70s and 80s, and he told me a story of when he photographed Guns N' Roses, and he had to hand over the roll of slides. So he shot the roll of slides, he couldn't even process them. He had to give them to the band, tell them what processing he wanted, whether it was like +1 or -1 on the developing. They would develop it and then send back only the approved slides. So this isn't something new. I honestly don't have a problem with what she's doing. It's basically saying we don't want your photographers there, but if you would like to do this, you're gonna sign this paperwork. And look, even if you sign it and they get the rights to the images, you're not getting anything unique or special or different than anybody else is gonna get at any other show. They're all gonna look the same. So they're most likely not even gonna use it. So it doesn't matter that much. The point is, I don't think they should be as upset as they are. They could probably be supplied better images than what they're gonna get when they shoot them. So I'm not upset with what Ariana's doing here. I think she's a big enough star at this point to not have to worry about having the press there to capture unflattering images, not to say that people in the front rows or in any rows can't shoot photos with their cell phone anyway. But at this point, if you're the press, either sign it or don't sign it and get over it. You're getting 3 songs, and all photos are gonna look the same anyway. So what do you guys think about this? Would you sign it? Do you care? Do you think that she's a big enough artist at this point and it doesn't really matter? That's what I have to say. Let me know what you think down below. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya.